Hello, everybody. This is Invasion Animation, and welcome to another drawing time lapse. But this time I'm voicing it. Hopefully you like it. Anyways, let's get into this. And so this is my interpretation of the Leto Company gang, the Leto Company characters, the player, what have you. Now, for those of you that don't know what Lethal Company is, somehow, I'm assuming you're Patrick Starr living out under a freaking rock. Anyways, so the idea of Lethal Company is the players chain and sell scrap to that they gather from abandoned moons that surrounding various planets and stuff, while avoiding traps, monsters, and various environmental hazards. Like mines, monsters, what have you. My favorite one is a giant. Anyways, anyways, idea is you get scrap, you make money selling that scrap to a monster that where that's inside of its giant building, which is the hub. So as you sell the scrap, you see these tentacles fly out of this building, and the tentacles look really big, but it made me think, what if there's something much, much bigger inside? So I'm thinking this 10 is probably Eden, the scrap. I've heard a whole bunch of theories that the monster inside the building ate various moons and stuff. But I want to take it one step further based on no logical reasoning. But it is still a reasoning nonetheless. Now, so I was thinking, what if this is instead of humans that's depositing these various items to the entity, that tentacle monster. The I want to say Cthulhu, but it seems a little too short. The tentacles are a little too far down the body. Anyways, I'm thinking maybe this is like an ant situation. As we know, ants have a queen. The queen lays the eggs, and the eggs become little ants. So they gather food for the queen and themselves. So what I'm thinking is, what if that giant monster that's inside of the building is a queen tentacle monster, and we as the players are the babies. So yeah, that's what I'm thinking about. So the idea is we are basically like ant drones. We hunt for food, gather it, fight off any monsters, basically like how worker ants fight off other ants or other insects or other stuff like that. And then they bring the food back for the queen. She eats it. She creates more worker ants, which replace us when we die. So that could be something neat. And maybe, and we use that stuff to help fund our, and we use that stuff to help fund more expeditions on the various moons and stuff. So it's basically giant space ants. So So I drew these miniature tentacle monsters, or at least what I think the big monster would be. I took some liberties, like making them a slightly different color from the big tentacle monster, because I feel like similar to the ants, the queen is a slightly different color most of the time, but not all the time. So, and they filled the suit with their tentacles. They maneuver the suit just like a human would. That's why whenever their bodies go die, I should say. Yeah, die. Can't believe I forgot that word. Anyways, whenever their bodies die, they and you carry them, it doesn't look like they have any bones in their system whatsoever. They're just flopping all about, just like a tentacle creature would. So they use these suits to make their tentacle form more stable and to be able to survive on the planet's gravity. Because look at those tentacles. They aren't gonna run all that fast. But in the form of legs and stuff and arms, they should be able to have a nice little bit of speed to them, along with carrying various items. I assume they can use the tank at the back of them to help them breathe on the planet's atmosphere, and they use the helmet as some form of radio so that they can speak to each other much more easily. Basically, a very, very short form of the two-way radio that can let you hear from any distance on the planet. I gave them these little beaks so that they can eat the scrap. These ones don't eat the scrap, so I feel like, hey, what if they are like this other species of ants, like I believe they call it the vampire ant, where instead of them eating, they take the scrap back to the nest, or bugs, I should say, and they just take it to the babies. What do they call it? It's either maggots or larvae. I believe it's larvae. So let's go with that. So they take it to the larva, and then they feed it to the larva because those ones are the only ones that's actually capable of eating and digesting the food. So they feed the larva, and then they make small incisions in the larva. That's the messed up part, why they call them vampire ants. They cut the larva and they slurp up the larva's blood. It doesn't hurt the larva, so they say. I don't see how it won't, but it doesn't. So anyways, hopefully the workers are basically adults. They go find the scrap and give it to the queen. The queen then deposits it to other workers that then feed it to the newly laid baby workers slash minion slash player, which is us. And then those new ones go ahead, eat the food, digest it, and we eat pieces of them. And then those ones grow up, the cycle continues, and then the queen, she decides to just lay more of us, has us going out, getting all the scrap, risking our lives for her. Anyways, anyways, getting off subject. To be fair with this video, I just went on a 1 minute rant trying to remember a word I was attempting to say. But anyways, that part's probably gonna be cut out. So for the best. Anyways, to recap, basically, the Lethal Company workers are giant space ants. That's my theory. This is my artist rendition of it, and that's that. Hopefully, you enjoyed. Please like the video if you liked it. Subscribe for more, and subscribe for animations that I do. I need to do more, but I've been busy and I don't know why. Anyways, please like the video. Till next time, Vader. Oh, all right. Hopefully you liked it.